but also our broadband lines, also high-speed rail. And if people tell you that we can't do it, you just remind them we're spending $10 billion a month in Iraq while Iraq has a surplus of $79 billion. We are going to end this war in Iraq responsibly, bring our troops home, and start rebuilding America. John McCain wants to have a debate about national security. Let's have that debate. I warned that going into Iraq would distract us from Afghanistan. John McCain cheerleaded for it. John McCain was wrong, and I was right. I've said we need to make sure that we are increasing our strength in Afghanistan, and we should be going after bin Laden. Don't talk about chasing him to the gates of hell. We know where he is, in the hills between Afghanistan and Pakistan. We should have stayed focused there in the first place. John McCain was wrong, and I was right. We don't need more tough talk. We need smart strategy. And we need to recognize that the world is looking for leadership from America. And if we join with them, if we rebuild our alliances, if we send them a message that we are going to live up to our values and our ideals, then once again we will be that shining light on the hill. We will be a beacon for all those who hunger for freedom, all those who yearn for prosperity. That's the kind of American leadership that we are looking for, and I want to provide it as President of the United States of America. So let's just remember what change is. Now, John McCain, his basic message to you is this: watch out, George Bush. With the exception of economic policy, tax policy, health care policy, education policy, foreign policy, and Karl Rove-style politics, we're really going to shake things up in Washington. He said the other day, I'm going to tell the lobbyists that they can't run Washington anymore. Who's he going to tell? His campaign chairman? Who was one of the top corporate lobbyists in Washington? Who's he going to tell? His campaign manager, who was one of the top corporate lobbyists in Washington? What does that mean, that he's going to tell them they're not running Washington, they're running his campaign? Who's going to run his White House? That's not shaking things up. That's why I said at the beginning of this campaign I would not take PAC money. I would not take money from federal registered lobbyists. That's why I passed the toughest ethics reform legislation since Watergate when I got to the Senate, working on a bipartisan basis. That's what changes. Lobbyists have not funded my campaign. They will not run my White House, and they will not drown out the voices of the American people when I'm President of the United States of America. So let's understand what's going on in this election, because we only have 8 weeks to go, less than 8 weeks to go. The McCain-Palin ticket, they don't want to debate the Obama-Biden ticket on issues because they are running on 8 more years of what we've just seen. And they know it. They don't have new ideas to help you send your kids to college. They don't have new ideas to help you get health care. They don't have new ideas to help you increase wages. So as a consequence, what they're going to spend the next 7, 8 weeks doing is trying to distract you. They're going to talk about pigs, and they're going to talk about lipstick, and they're going to talk about Paris Hilton, and they're going to talk about Britney Spears. They will try to distort my record, and they will try to undermine your trust in what the Democrats intend to do. I mean, that's what they do every election. Look, they did it 4 years ago. They did it 8 years ago. They've done it 20 years ago. But let me be clear, and I don't care whether you are a Democrat or an independent or Republican. I want you to be perfectly clear about this. The times are too serious for those strategies to work this time. This moment is too urgent. If we don't bring about the changes that we need, starting right now, then our children may not have the same kind of America that we want them to have. I don't want to wake up 4 years from now and find out that millions more people don't have health insurance. I don't want to wake up 4 years from now and find out that the ocean tides have risen a little more and that the weather patterns have changed a little more. I don't want to wake up 4 years from now and find out that China and India have outcompeted us again because we weren't serious about fixing our education system. I don't want to wake up 4 years from now and find out that we've been distracted by wars we don't need to fight instead of focusing on the wars that we do have to win. I don't want to wake up 4 years from now and find out we still got veterans sleeping on the streets instead of providing them the care that we need. I don't want to wake up 4 years from now and find out that more people are jobless and more people have lost their homes and more people don't have health care. I don't want that future for America. I don't want that future for my children. I don't want that future for yours. And so I believe that we will not be distracted this time. We will not be diverted this time. John McCain may have the lobbyists, but I've got you. That's what the pundits have never understood about this election. This election's not about John McCain. It's not about Barack Obama. It's not about Joe Biden or Sarah Palin. It is not about us. It is about you. It's about your hopes. It's about your dreams. It's about you getting up every day and going to work and hoping that you will be rewarded for your efforts. It's about you building a better lives for yourselves. That's what this election is all about. That's the choice that you have to make. And I am absolutely convinced that if you will stand up and insist on the kind of politics you deserve, if you stand up in this election and say enough, we are going to move in a new direction. If you are willing to stand up and make phone calls and volunteer and get involved and listen to the debates and talk to your friends and talk to your neighbors, if you are willing to shed the cynicism that is fed to us every single day and roll up your sleeves and commit with me to rebuilding this nation, block by block, neighborhood by neighborhood, state by state, then I guarantee you this: we will not just win New Hampshire, we are going to win this general election. And you and I together, we are going to change this country and we're going to change the world. God bless you, Manchester. God bless you, New Hampshire. Let's go win an election.